Hey guys, it's JohnyTechReview. Today I have a quick review for you of this UDI U818A HD Quadcopter. As you can see here, this is a pretty nice quadcopter and it comes in a little box like this. This is a pretty easy flyer and is designed for pretty much beginning to play with. This quadcopter features a HD 720p camera. It actually comes with 3 different batteries in this unit, and then you have some other features like headless mode and return home function. They also included a 4GB SD card for you to start recording stuff. So guys, here's everything that comes in the package. You have the quadcopter itself, you have the remote control here, you have a little USB LiPo charger, and it comes with actually 3 batteries, which is pretty awesome. You have 2 additional setup lights, the white and red and then the white and black. You have a screwdriver for opening some of the part, and then you have an extra set of gearing and then a little USB card reader. So the 4GB memory card goes inside this unit right here, and that's where the camera resides. So the company gives you 3 batteries, which is quite nice. In my experience of using this unit, you're getting roughly between 6 to 8 minutes of runtime on this guy. And I'm using the quadcopter in the high mode and using the camera, I'm getting over 6 minutes on these guys. So that's easily 18 to 20 minutes right out on the 3 batteries that you can run with it. So this USB charger here is able to handle 2 batteries at a time. It takes roughly about 60 to 70 minutes to charge a battery. Yeah, so you can only charge 2 at a time. So if you have 3, you kind of have to charge 2 and then another one. You can definitely get other chargers that charge more, but this guy can only charge 2 at a time. So here is the quick remote control. As you can see, the remote control is pretty simple. Power button right here. You have some trim functionality. You have here the throttle, you have here the yaw, and then here you have the forward, backward pitch, and then the roll left and right over here. Up top here you have the headless mode and then the light button, and then here you have some other function like changing the speed and the different mode, and here you have the button to take pictures, and then here the button to start the videos. So the remote take 4 AA battery. As you can see here, I have rechargeable battery in here. There's a cover to cover it, but I just took it off and left it out because you have to screw it in. So the range on this transmitter is actually pretty good. I'm getting somewhere between 150 to 200 feet max out, and at that max out it does lose reception and it will slowly fall down. So you do want to stay in range before that. Anyway, here is the actual quadcopter. As you can see, it's actually a pretty nice design, and I've reviewed various different models of this quadcopter before. It's a pretty nice design here, and it's able to take a lot of damage because of the cover around the blade here. So one time I actually fly this guy and actually ended up in the tree because this guy here, if you get caught in the branch here, you can actually get caught in the tree. But other than that, for the most part, it flies really well, and yeah, no damage to the quad when I crash it quite often. The bottom of the motor mount here actually serves as the leg, so as you can see here, if you put this on the ground, it's not touching the camera. The camera here is actually fixed mount, and as you can see right here, you have the slot right here to insert the micro SD slot. It has a 4GB. I also put an 8GB in here and it works fine, and the camera is fixed in this one position. The quality of the camera is 720p of course, but it's not a very high quality video. It's decently smooth, but again, I think if you have good lighting it look alright, but if you have any other condition lighting, it doesn't look too good. So don't expect a crazy performance out of this camera, but it is available there for you to record. Keep in mind that if you press here to start recording, you want to do that usually before you start flying, or so you don't forget, and before you stop and turn this remote control up, make sure you stop that button, otherwise you end up with corrupt footage and you can't access it. Now the battery actually inserted right into here, as you can see. I'll show you that right now, and it's actually a pretty tight design. Previously I have a problem with this unit that this was too loose from a different version, and this upgraded version maybe they fixed that and it's a lot tighter and it doesn't fall out when I'm crashing it. And then you can turn on the controller here to just go ahead and pair it, and you can see down, you hear the beep, and it's ready to go. You can change between the speed here, mode 1 and mode 2. In the speed is pretty fast in mode 2, so take it easy. You definitely need this faster speed in order to dodge some of the stronger wind. But in general, this quadcopter fly actually pretty well, and it stays pretty much stable. And yeah, if there's a little bit of wind, it will start drifting, but you can adjust the trim, or you can just manually control the quad. One thing to keep in mind is that this little frame here actually get bent pretty easy, so you don't want to keep it straight. And if you are storing it for a long time, I suggest you leave it down like this so that it flatten out, but the gravity actually kind of give it a tug and it actually kind of curve down. These will get bent over time, but you can actually bend them back. And just denote the front here with this little thing here to cut the wind, and you can see here This red light here kind of denote the front, and you can see from the logo there also. Light there you are able to turn on and off by pressing this button, as you can see, and that just turn those lights on and off, but these lights out here actually stay on, so blue for the front and red is in the back. Again, flying this quadcopter, if you have no wind, it's pretty simple to fly. If you have a little bit of wind, it's still able to handle it, but you do have to make some adjustment or change the trim. I was able to play with about 10 mile per hour wind with this guy. As long as you go into the export mode, you can actually fly a little bit faster, and it's actually a lot more responsive, so it's able to handle those conditions pretty well. So that's pretty much my quick review of this quadcopter. I found it pretty fun to play with compared to the previous version. This new upgrade version here basically have a few small improvement, but the cameras seem to be about the same to me. I didn't notice any different in cameras, and yeah, it seemed like the battery compartment is a little bit better, and using it here have a bunch of different extra accessories. I hope this short little review helped you in your purchase decision. If you have any question, let me know in the comment below, and as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.